The Democrat Party, do you notice I always say the Democrat Party? You know, before I came, they were always calling Democratic because it sounds better, right? It does. It's much nicer. The Democratic Party is much nicer than the Democrat Party. But their name is the Democrat Party. And I'm not looking for them to sound nice. I want to give their name. So I always say the Democrat Party, but that's their name, the Democrat Party. Frankly, they should probably change it because it does, and then I'd call them the Democratic Party. But the Democrat Party has never been farther outside the mainstream. Every major, that's a nasty fly. I don't like those suckers. I don't know about you in New Mexico, but I'm not into flies or mosquitoes. I don't like snakes too much. We have plenty of them in New York and Washington, a different variety. I don't like snakes either. We got a lot of snakes in Washington, D.C. We got a lot of snakes in New York. I don't like either kind of snake. I think I like the kind on the ground better than the ones we have in Washington. Every major Democrat running for president supports a massive government takeover of health care that would destroy Medicare as we know it today. My administration will protect Medicare and defend your right to choose the plan and the doctor that is best for you. And we will always protect patients with pre-existing conditions. The Republicans will always do that. Our ambitious campaign to reduce the price of prescription drugs has produced the largest decline in drug prices in more than 50 years. You don't hear this because the fake news doesn't want to write about it. You know, sometimes I'll have a news conference about something that's so good, and I'll say, you know, I'll call my wife, First Lady, First Lady. People love our First Lady. I'll say, when you see television tonight, we did something that was so great, whatever it may be. We did a lot of things. We did something so great, and it won't be on. But if there's something that's just slightly negative, or even if it's good that they can turn negative, that's what they like best. Take something good and turn it negative. It's breaking. We have breaking news. We have breaking news. Ah, these are phony people, but that's okay. You know, when you think of it, I'm president, and they're not. Crazy. It's crazy. You know, sometimes I'll be in the Oval Office, and I'll be with my people. We have great people, and I'll say, you know, and there's great calm in the Oval Office. You don't like to hear about it because you don't hear about it too much. That's not what they, but we have great calm, considering it's pretty wild stuff going on in the world, right? But I'll be saying, you know, they don't treat us right. They don't treat us right. It's not fair. It's not this. And then I'll just sit back. I'll say, but we're in the Oval Office, and they're not. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. And when you have the Democrat Party and the press, the media, the lamestream media, the fake news, and they're partners. They are partners, okay? Remember the word manufactured? They used the word manufactured on something. Never been used for that thing. And every newscast, the manufactured crisis started. The next one, this crisis was manufactured. Every one of them used the word manufactured. They know what I'm talking about. Now that's called collusion, folks. That's real collusion. No, you have that, and so you have the Democrats, you have the media, they're partners. Then you have the deep state. We're getting rid of a lot of them. I'll tell you, we're finding them left and right. Boom. You take a look at what, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, you take a look at what we're doing with all of the things. I'm not going to get into detail, but you know what I'm talking about. Clean the swamp. That's the ultimate cleaning of the swamp. And then I hate to say this, but we have some Republicans, they're not good. You call them a rhino, they're rhinos. The rhinos are worse. And some of them are worse than the Obama people, right? They're worse than the Obama people. They're worse than the Clinton people. But there aren't too many of them left. They're pretty much on respirators. They're gasping. They're gasping for air. But we do have some bad people that you wouldn't believe. I didn't hear you. What did you say? What? I didn't hear that. Virtually every top Democrat also now supports late-term abortion, ripping babies straight from the mother's womb, right up until the moment of birth. And that's why I've asked Congress to prohibit extreme late-term abortion, because Republicans believe that every child is a sacred gift from God. Right? I see it. Just like Mom, I see it. Democrats are now the party of high taxes, high crime, open borders, late-term abortion, and socialism. The Republican Party is the party of the American worker, the American family, and it is the party of the American dream. We've achieved record funding for the U.S. military. All of that money, trillions and trillions of dollars spent, all produced right here in the good old USA. And I have to tell you, New Mexico, I know you're going to like this, a lot of those trillions, because, you know, when you do the 716 and the 730 and the 700 billion, all of a sudden you're in trillions, and I can save a lot of lines when I just say trillions. A lot of that money is going to be spent in a state-of-the-art military equipment that's being used at Holloman Air Force Base, White Sands Missile Range, Kirtland Air Force Base, and many other vital New Mexico military installations that are going up as we speak. That's also jobs, but more importantly than even jobs, incredible. What you've done for the military in New Mexico is incredible, and we've remembered, but we're pouring a lot of money into New Mexico, and that means a lot of good things. And we're investing in our nation's nuclear security, including right here in New Mexico, and Sandia National Laboratories and Los Alamos National Laboratory. To protect America's security, I withdrew the United States from the horrible, one-sided Iran nuclear deal. It was no good, and we imposed the toughest ever sanctions on the Iranian regime. Watch how that works out, folks. It's going to be very good. I recognized Israel's true capital and opened the American embassy in Jerusalem. And don't forget what I did for Israel with respect to Golan Heights. Don't forget, right? For years you watched as your politicians apologized for America. Now you have a president who is standing up for America, and we are standing up for New Mexico. And you must never forget, get out there and vote and get ready and get everybody. We need it, because we're fighting a lot of forces, including Facebook, I saw, and Google, I saw. Did you see Google? He said, I may have lost 2 million to 10 million votes, according to this character that worked at Google, right? And we still won. How the hell did we win? Everybody was against us. How did we win? How did we win? This is a Google executive.